Hello, Libra. Let's get your weekly messages for April 5th through the 12th of 2021. What you need to know. I'm Michele B. Good to meet you, Libra. For those of you who are not already subscribed, make sure you do so because I have readings coming up 2 or 3 times a week. All kinds of messages. Let's see what we got here. Whoop. New moon's coming up on the 12th. I'll be doing some new moon manifestation readings. Make sure you're in the loop. This is the 4th reading in a row that's been headed off by the 4 of Wands. Now, you saw me shuffling. I didn't do this on purpose. Libra, I don't know. But you're being asked. But it's always come up in a different way. It's the same energy of like, do you want this or not? Are you ready for this commitment? Are you ready to build something? I don't know. You're like, am I going to go all in or not? That's what you're being asked for. Is this what you really want? Are you going to take it 100% or not? And I don't feel like it's necessarily about a romantic commitment, even though that's the marriage card. The 4 of Wands is the marriage card. What do we get? And then we got the 8 of Cups, which is like, maybe not. Interesting. Because there's part of you that wants something. Not necessarily romantic, but it is something that has been an emotional investment for a long time. Here's the thing about what they call like the sunk cost fallacy. So you've been investing into something that's been taking a lot of your time and energy and even like emotional investment. So you've been putting a lot of effort into this thing that means a lot to you. You know what I'm talking about. And it's just not quite working out. And so you're being asked, are you going to keep committing to it in the way that you always have? Or are you going to follow that niggling, that little itch that says you should move on and try something new? Now you're wondering, if I walk away from this, does that mean that I've lost everything that I put into it? If I decide not to do this thing, if I decide not to keep pursuing this commitment anymore, does that mean that I've lost everything that I've built? Not necessarily. You could. What I love about this particular 8 of Cups representation, I have another one in my deck that has a representation that's all dark because it's under the moonlight, but this one is in the sunshine, in the daylight. The sun is shining in this valley that this person's heading toward. So what I think is happening is that they're going toward that sunlit valley to learn more about themselves, to learn to love themselves a little bit more, to experience the world and to build themselves up. And in the process, they're going to recover 2 cups. Then they're going to come back and put those 2 cups where they need to go in this stack, and then you have the 10 of Cups. And if you follow tarot at all, you know the 10 of Cups is the wishes fulfilled. Like, it's the magic card. It's that complete satisfaction, the whole package card. I'm totally happy. I've created everything I want. Right? So if in the past, I guess that what it comes down to, Libra, is if in the past you've been basing your life satisfaction and your happiness on a project that you've been working on, a committed relationship perhaps that you've been in, or a job that you've been investing a lot into, it could be a house that you've been investing into. Anyway, if you've been basing a lot of your satisfaction with yourself on that and it hasn't really been working, it's time to change strategies. That's what or just at least consider changing strategies for becoming a little bit more content with yourself. And it has to do with doing something completely different. And that doesn't mean, the point is, it doesn't mean you have to leave behind everything that you've been working on. Just put a pin in it and come back to it when you have better resources. Interesting. This is where I leave off. I love you, Libra. Thank you so much for being with me. I hope you have a great week. See you.